everybody? Hope you're all having yourselves a great night. Thank you for tuning in to another edition of On the Road to Victory. I'm your host, Jimmy Smith, and tonight we're going to be talking a little bit about the rookie camp that began today, some of the guys that are in for the tryouts, and of course, Nick Sirianni talking to the press today. So, got a few notes on that. Going to discuss that. If you guys have anything else you want to talk about, please feel free to throw it my way. I know a lot of people, they get really upset about these things. They don't want to see practice. They do not care. Who? What? I don't like this guy. I don't want to hear about this guy. Well, guess what? I'm not that guy. I'm the guy that wants to know every single effing player that's in this building. I want to know every coach, and I want to know everything that is going on. So that's what we're here to do tonight. We're going to talk about everything that's going on with the birds. So if you have anything, throw it my way, guys. But I thank you for tuning in. I hope your weekend is off to a great start. I definitely am enjoying my night. Go Sixers, clinching that number one seed. A beautiful thing, a beautiful seed. We'll see how the playoffs go, but we'll see. Probably going to DM me Vegas out from here. Yeah, I would definitely be able to sell a body part or do something to make it to that game. So, yeah, let me know, man. Shoot me a message. Always happy to talk with you. Always happy to talk with any of you. Please feel free to reach out, whether it's to talk about birds or you're hearing a little peep and you want me to check. Always happy to check my sauces, see what I can find for you guys. But that's what we do here. We just try to throw out the truth because there's a lot of confusion, a lot of craziness out there. But today, football's back. So you'd think the craziness would stop. But of course, there's always wild stories out there. Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. Like, give me a break. Football's here. I know it's just rookie camp, but I got that taste. And dude, as diehard fans, we just want our birds back. We want, something to cheer for. And there's going to be bumpy roads ahead. Of course. This is a retooling team. They don't want to say rebuild. Neither did I. That's cool. Look, we've got a great offensive line if they can stay healthy. Hopefully Jalen Hurts gets to grow. We got him a stud wide receiver. The other receivers are going to get better. We're going to have a sweet rushing attack. We're going to run the ball with our new head coach. I'm very excited for this team. Excited for Jonathan Gannon, see what he does with his defense. Some rumblings about stand-up rushers. Going to be very intriguing to see what kind of defenses he brings to the table. This is going to be awesome. I'm going to be real with you. These are young guys, exciting guys. Hearing Nick Sirianni talk gets me excited. You guys know I just get pumped about the birds, but hearing him talk and just moving around today at the practice, just meeting everybody, getting acclimated. Dude, I'm very excited for this team. So that excitement is what is driving me right now. And I just want my damn birds back because the last few years have been tough after we reached the pinnacle. It's been pretty damn tough. And then last year was just horrendous. And we had such high expectations and whatever excuse they gave us, from injuries to the coaches to the GM to everything. It was very bad. So tough times. And we just want to see some excitement. And if we lose some games, which we're going to lose some games, that's okay. I just want to see this team fight. I want to see these young men come in and fight. And that's what we did. We added leaders. 6 out of 9 of our draft picks were team leaders, the captains. These are the guys, high character, and they're good. So, I mean, you're building for the future. A lot of people felt certain ways because they wanted certain positions. Even though we won in this damn draft talking about you go into this best player available. That's what you do. That's what they did. Building for the future. This doesn't just get done in 1 year. And the next year, you have it could be 3 first-round picks. It's 2 right now. That's awesome. But that Colts pick, let's hope that Carson stays healthy enough. Get us that first-round pick. And hopefully the team sucks so that it's a good pick. So, yeah, go ahead. Stay healthy. But no success to you. Any hoot, 3 first-round picks. I'm looking forward to the future for my birds, our birds. Better times ahead, guys. I don't think it's going to be as tough as a lot of people think for as long as people think. I think it's going to take a couple years and we're going to be back on track. I honestly think, and I've said it, I think we win this division this year. I'm not sure we could win a Super Bowl, guys, but it's going to take a couple years. But Jalen Hurts, I have faith in him. And I think, they won't mention QB1, blah, whatever. It's Yeah, saucy Sirianni. But he has to say things like that because, look, he wants his guys to compete. He's the new head coach, and he's not giving anyone anything. He's not naming any starters. When they asked him about Hurts, he said Miles Sanders. You know what I mean? It's even he's not safe. Everybody's got to compete. So I love his attitude, man. I love his energy. Oh yeah, it reminds me of birds. That's how I feel. You guys know I get pretty damn rowdy. So yeah, he gets me pretty rowdy about the birds, and I can't wait to see what his offense looks like. Let's just talk about what he talked about in that press conference first. We'll get into these players in a second. Some of the guys trying out for the team's rookie camp, but get into a little bit of the Nick Sirianni presser notes. He stressed fundamentals, technique. We talked about this forever, that, he just wants to get, to the basics, at this rookie camp, especially with these young guys. He said he came in, there was nothing, they're not grooming any of these guys to, what they do. They want to see what they do. So it was just your basic drills. They were out there, dude. And he was so excited that, he got to watch his coaches that were, auditioning for him. Obviously, they already got the job, but just trying to really show him what they could do. So I loved it. He talked about some of the undrafted guys. I talked about the drafted guys, talked about Jamie Newman, the zip on the throw. Of course, they want to create quarterback controversy, so he was brought up. They asked about some of the receivers in Osborne and Grimes, talked about their size and their hands. It was like a weird question, though. It was like, oh, they don't really, they're listed as this, but they don't look like it. And it was, okay. Anyways, like it's some of these questions, man, out of control. But, he talked about, they kept asking him about the future and like other teams and, other quarterbacks. And he just talked about how it's a long process, and every day the team wants to get better. And, that's, obviously, but he stresses, were we better than yesterday? And, we got to be better tomorrow. And I love just his attitude of, working on the little things, fundamentals and technique. He mentioned it a million times. So I love this dude. I really think he's going to get back to the basics of what we need, and he's going to run that damn ball. Dude, we talked about he was going to run the ball, and we said in the draft, go ahead and get one. Go ahead and sign one. Well, we re-signed Howard. Then we claimed Kerryon Johnson. Obviously, before Johnson, we had drafted Kenny Gainwell. Very excited about that. So you saw him out there today. You saw all these young guys. Dude, I can't wait to see this damn draft class, the undrafted class, all these guys. I am excited. Really am. I really did. And Sirianni even gave some props to old Howie Roseman. Told him he did good in free agency in the draft. And, he did. We talked about A-, man, because we got that additional first next year. Still got Devontae Smith. You got an additional fifth. Dude, we got cap money next year. The cap's going up. I'm looking forward to the next couple of years. I think this team is going to be full of young talent, and I'm excited to see them grow. They asked him about Zach Ertz. He talked about how great he was. He watched him, this, that, the other thing. But he didn't really want to talk about people getting traded or what we're doing in the front office. I mean, it's dumb to even ask him that question. So they kept berating him with those kind of questions. He got through it. But they talked about Devontae Smith. Wow. As I just mentioned, what a first round pick that was, to be able to trade to 12, move back to 10, only giving up a third. You still have that first from the Dolphins. Whoa, love it. But he talked about he's as advertised. Long arms, dude, just long radius, catching that ball, everything thrown his way. Yes, please. Jalen Hurts is a stud, and it's going to make Jalen Reagor better. It's going to make Travis Fulgham better. It's going to make everybody better. They're all going to have to compete, and I can't wait to see the offseason. You guys know I'm excited about all that stuff, and I will keep you definitely in tune with everything that's happening, because I know a lot of people hate that stuff, but I love it, man. I live for this, and I cannot wait. Yo, what's going on, Christian? New to the channel? I appreciate that, man. Really do. Hey, we're here every day, just talking some birds. Everybody's welcome. Always just trying to bring that excitement, optimism when I can. Now, last season, it was very hard to do that, but we look toward the future and brighter times. But Christian, I thank you for tuning in, man, and hopefully you'll subscribe, and we can, dude, every day you can tune in. There's a lot of people that do, and I appreciate you guys. I love talking. There's some people that like to comment later. I always get back to you. A lot of people reach out to me. John, part of the show right now. Hey, man, always free to talk. You got any kind of questions? I'm not saying I'm anything special, but, I do have some Eagles beat writers that I talk to, so I always try to bring the truth. Like, I won't come out here and tell you guys anything that I don't verify. So hope you enjoy the content, man, and continue to. But every day, just talking about keeping people up to date so you don't have to get the who, huh? We're just keeping people, let them know who the birds are, baby. That's what it's all about, Christian. So thanks for tuning in, man. Predictions: Howard and Scott don't make the cut. Yeah, we talked about this the other day. Gainwell and Johnson seem to be there, but love it, Christian. And that's exactly where my head's at, because this is exactly what I talked about for 2 years. I was happy when we drafted Miles, so I didn't think too much of a problem. We were still riding the train with Corey Clement, had J.J. Blunt, what was going on, whatever. Look, they left, and then we were left with Sanders, Scott, Clement. It seemed a little iffy. Wow. Last year I said, please, for the love of God, bring someone in. Jordan Howard went to the Dolphins. We had Boston Scott and Corey Clement. And then everyone's favorites, Adrian Killins, Elijah Holyfield, the camp bodies. Jason Huntley came in at one point. We traded with the Lions. I didn't feel comfortable at all. I just wanted them to add to that room. And then they finally did this year because it's a new coaching staff, and Howie, I guess, wanted to please him. But yeah, man, I really wanted a power back and a scat back, little guy, third down back. We talked exactly about Kenny Gainwell and Demetric Felton. Both those guys I had interest in because I felt they'd be perfect as that Nyheim Hines role. Had Chris Franklin, Eagles beat reporter from NJ.com, on last week. Go ahead, check that one out. That was a great time getting to meet him, talk with him. But he said that's exactly what he and Mike Kay were talking about, that Hines role. And I was like, dude, this is exactly what I was saying before the draft. This dude, perfect. Yes. Then you talk about needing that power rusher. And I know Miles Sanders can do it all, but he's not a power rusher. And I'm not saying that necessarily Kerryon Johnson is, or Jordan Howard, but they've got that short yardage back. They could run with some power, dude. And I really like the fact that they can pass protect. I love that. We talk about them being all around backs. I talked about Kerryon Johnson the moment he was waived. I made a video. We should definitely be interested in him. We went ahead and claimed him. I'm happy about it. So I think it's perfect. Him and Howard, and I feel the same way, Christian. I'm with you 100%. I think that Kerryon Johnson beats out Jordan Howard. I don't think you have the room for the same kind of back. Kerryon Johnson's about 3 years younger. I know they both have health issues, so it's kind of like, so whoever stays healthy, probably going to take that job. But if they're both healthy, I think Kerryon wins that. Kenny Gainwell, he pushes out your guys like Boston Scott, Adrian Killins. I don't think they make the roster. Maybe they could find room on the practice squad if they're not scooped up. But yeah, I think, when you're going through Miles Sanders, then obviously Johnson or Howard as your power back, whatever the hell you want to call him. And then Kenny Gainwell, the guy you drafted. I think you keep obviously a fourth back. No, obviously you don't have to. There have been times we didn't, but if you keep four, maybe it's Boston Scott because of his special teams usage. I don't think you would keep Jordan Howard because he's kind of the same back and doesn't have that special teams capability that Boston Scott does. But I could also see Jason Huntley beating out, or Adrian Killins, someone younger. But Boston Scott, giant killer, love the guy, but got to improve. So it doesn't matter. The top three, I'm already excited. Howard / Johnson behind Sanders, and then Gainwell. Yes, I'm very excited about that, man. So we've improved all over the place. We keep improving. I'm still not happy, you guys know, with the cornerback position. For the love of God, just add an effing corner, Steven Nelson. But we did add some guys today. Let me see. Anything else I wanted to mention? They did talk about, they asked him, like, oh, what was it like? Your first day, all this. And he's like, dude, like, I've been doing this my whole life. And he's like, and this isn't my first day as the Eagles coach. He's like, I've been the coach for like 4 months. He's like, but yeah, it was cool. Like, it was so funny. Like, he's awesome though. But he did say he was excited. He called his family this morning. He was like, dude, I'm the head coach of the Eagles. Like, I'm going. So he wasn't not excited, but he's like, I already had my wow moment when I first came to the facility, but it was just cool to hear him. He's excited. But I just really can't wait to see what he does, man. But we're going to move on from the notes from old Nick Sirianni. We're going to check out the guys that the Eagles added to the rookie camp roster. 6 guys today. They signed one this morning, and then they followed it up by adding 5 more guys that are trying out. So they're just on that rookie camp roster. Going to break these guys down as quick as I can, give you as much as I possibly can about them, and then, yeah, that'll be it. Love the game. Welcome both jump in the slot, catching the backfield, and run. I see him getting quality touches. I do hope that Sanders. Well, that's the thing. I think Sanders stays around 15 to 18 touches. He could get up to 20 if he could stay healthy, but you don't need to because you have different kind of backs for different kind of roles, and they all can do the things that you love. Whether that's, catching out of the backfield, and you talk about Gainwell lining up at the slot. Exactly. That's why I loved him as a back. But the thing I truly love about Kenny Gainwell is for a little guy, the dude can pass protect. So you love that. So you feel comfortable with these guys in here on those RPOs, the play actions, all these things where the defense is going to know, like, oh, this dude sucks. Probably not passing it with him. He's going to, and regardless, that doesn't mean anything. But, you can throw people off when you have guys that are versatile that can do multiple things. And I'm very excited about that room. But let's get into these tryout rookie camp guys. There's actually a familiar face, Casey Tucker. If you guys remember him, out of Arizona State, undrafted free agent in 2019 by the Eagles, moved to the Lions. He was back and forth on the roster, then back to the Eagles, and he was back last year. But yeah, 6'6", 315. He's a versatile dude that can play tackle and guard. That's why he came back last year. So, but I thought, okay, that makes sense. You're just trying to get guys to compete in camp, more camp bodies. Not a big deal. I know a lot of people are like, why would he be back? And it's like, dude, these are just camp bodies right now, man. They're just trying out. Nothing to lose sleep over. But yeah, Casey Tucker, why not get some competition here? And the name of the game with all these guys, and for the most part, this obviously is a new coaching staff, but this is the way of the NFL. You want guys that are versatile, but now you got another lineman, but Caleb Benenoch or Benenoch. No idea if I'm butchering his name. Probably did just do that twice right there. That's perfectly fine. But yeah, he's another one that's versatile. Played tackle, played guard. He has actually been in the league for 5 years. This will be his 6th year. So he's moved around. You see him there. He originally began with the Buccaneers. He was a 5th round pick, pick 148. Then he spent time with the Patriots and the Panthers, Cowboys, and Lions, all in 2019. So moved around, not necessarily holding it down. And then last with the Patriots last year. And now trying out with the Philadelphia Eagles. But one of those versatile guys, somebody that's trying to make the roster. Highly doubt he will, but best of luck to him. Now, the other guys that are trying out are on the defensive side of the ball. Actually, before we get to that, let's just show you the guy that signed earlier. Whatever, he's essentially trying out too, whatever you guys want to call it. But another guy that's been in the league just for a couple years, though, familiar with the Vikings. Of course, you just keep seeing that tree coming from there. But Nate Meadors, probably butchering that one too. That's perfectly fine. He was undrafted, obviously, by the Vikings. Now trying to take his claim here with the Philadelphia Eagles. 5'11", 194 pounds. Now, a lot of people don't like that. They want to see 6 foot or bigger, and I understand that. But he's a guy that actually can play inside and out a little bit better in the zone coverage. But I think that, Nate is somebody that could actually push, could help on special teams, and if needed, could come in and help somewhere else. But look, guys, we're talking about he's competing with Michael Jacquet, Kevon Seymour. No, I love you guys. Sorry, no knock on you, but let's be real. You need competition here, so that's what we're doing. And a lot of people, oh, what? And it's like, well, you want your back end depth to be good too. So maybe some of these young guys in the right system with a guy like Jonathan Gannon, especially these defensive backs, that's where he's done most of his work. So I think it's pretty perfect. And hopefully, he has saved the career. Xavier Rhodes, let's see what he does here. But maybe he can help some of these young guys out. But then another tryout. This guy, we wanted, some of us wanted his brother. You got F2, but this is Obi Melifonwu, and he went to UConn, and he actually been around. This would be his 5th year in the NFL, but I don't think he's even played a game. I think it was 2018 I saw, Regardless, he's a big dude, athletic freak, and he had off the chart like measurements in the draft. That is why he went round 2, pick 56 to the Raiders, but didn't work out too well. Only spent 2 years there. Ended up on the Patriots for 2 years. Then most recently this year, he was supposed to be on the Niners, and then they waived him. So wasn't working out there for him, but he's still fighting for a job. But that size, I know that gets people excited, and whenever they see that size, he's gonna make it. I like the size. I just hope he stays healthy. Got to work on some things, but he's a guy you see right there. I put DB because he's a defensive back. He was a guy that played safety with the Raiders, the Patriots. He's moved around, but he actually is going to try out for cornerback here. But he is a defensive back. He is somebody that's versatile. So we'll see if he can hold it down, man. Maybe he got his stuff together. Jonathan Gannon figures out a way to teach him something, and he is the next Brandon Browner that comes out of nowhere with ungodly size. And he's got, freakish athleticism. Jeez, I can't talk. Speed for that size. Yes. If he could pan out, that'd be great. I really would. Not expecting a lot, though, guys. I'm not out here like, oh, yeah, he's the starter. Get him in there. There he is. Let's get Obi in there. Obi Trice. Real name. No gimmicks. But, I mean, look at that size, dude. 6'4", 224. Oh, man. He's a beast, dude, and I would happily take him on the active roster if he could stay healthy. I think a size like that would be very beneficial. And this room is the worst. The cornerback room is the worst. We have just no depth at all. So I'm okay with this. We need competition. These guys aren't just making the team. They're trying out. So I was getting all kinds of comments today, and especially on the 4th of John, it's like, I try not to even answer that stuff because it's like, I don't want to, but people are rowdy, man. It's like, look, dude, this is rookie camp. Calm it down, dude. But regardless, I'm excited just to watch the damn thing and talk about these people. And that's the difference between a diehard and just whatever the hell those other people are. Up next, adding another guy to the defensive back room, Temple made Mr. Benny Walls. He went undrafted last year. 6'1", 210. He's a bruiser. Kid's a playmaker, ball hawk. He gets around. He smacks people. I think he will come in here, and he will definitely try to be some depth, could help out on special teams. I would be very excited to see that. Not exactly the best guy in coverage, so I don't think he's coming here. Obviously, he's not a starter. None of these guys, these are rookie camp tryouts. So just letting you know who they are, not trying to tell you that they are the next Barry Sanders. Okay, so Benny Walls got to compete in the safety room. We need depth there. So wonderful. Hopefully, you never know when you find a diamond in the rough. So, dude, I'm not knocking these guys at all. I have high hopes for them. Welcome to the family, dude. Let's go. Just saying. Don't shoot the messenger here. A lot of people, why are you talking about it? It's like so that you don't have to send those who messages. It's like, well, you should know. It's your team. Learn. Last but not least, adding to the linebacker room, another guy with versatility, we'll say. Look, he is not the size of a linebacker that you really want, and he's a guy that used to play safety. Of course, do not put the White Snake name on him. But what a name. Zane Zandier. Wow. Yeah, played at Virginia, inside linebacker. Undrafted this year. 6'2", 230 pounds. Somebody that's got some good coverage skills. Actually a decent playmaker, but a lot of missed tackles. A lot of things that he definitely needs to work on, and that's not exactly ideal size. But you see what kind of defense. These kind of things, what they tell me are what kind of defense this team is going to build. And it gets me excited as hell because you see all these tweener type players that they don't fit a certain mold. Like, oh, that guy a defensive end, a linebacker, it's a cornerback, safety. That's why I tell you, I don't give a damn about labels. I'll happily label things for people, but we explain what the job of this person is and what exactly they're good at. So intrigued to see what exactly they want to call it or what it lines up as, but they're talking about stand-up rushers. Derek Barnett would fill that role perfectly. We know that Jannard Avery moved to linebacker. So if we have some kind of, how you have a stand-up rusher in a 3-4 defense, which they label an outside linebacker, which is same thing as a defensive end in the sense of an edge rusher, but they had two completely different positions. Just trying to simplify it there. But edge rusher, dude. And if they're standing up, they could do a lot more. And Derek Barnett, be intrigued to see that. You know that Chip Kelly tried that with good old Brandon Graham. Let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about that. Which one of these guys? I think it was actually Zane was having a pretty good year, if I remember correctly. And wasn't it? I want to say that Chip Kelly went there, right? Or I'm sorry, Nate Meadows. Why am I freaking losing my mind? I can't think. Nate Meadors. Nate Meadors at UCLA. I liked him. And just thinking of Chip Kelly, that was something I read earlier. I remember he actually was talking about how if he would have came out that year, he was pretty highly touted as a corner. And then Chip Kelly came when he decided to stay another year, get his degree. Hey, great life choice. But Chip Kelly essentially ruined him and the defense he brought there. So go figure, huh? We know nothing about that, right? Just trading LaShawn McCoy for Kiko Alonso. Getting rid of Deshaun McClellan. I just try to forget those times. I try my best. Wow. Scheme similar to Minnesota seemed to be the base. A lot of people think that, but he's not Mike Zimmer, so I really don't know. He hasn't been with Mike Zimmer for a few years. He was, with Indianapolis last, and I can't remember what their defensive coordinator, Elflin. Oh my God. Now I'm thinking of their center. Regardless, losing my mind. I'm telling you, it's been a damn late one. But I don't know if that's going to be necessarily what it is. But a lot of people, I'm sure there's going to be some cover 2 in there. A lot of zone more than man. But yeah, an attacking defense, that's what gets me excited. So regardless of what happens, it's going to be a very intriguing defense because the NFL, you predominantly have to run nickel anymore because everybody's running 3 wide receivers out here. Their tight end is a damn wide receiver, so you got to have a damn corner that can cover them. So we'll see. But your edge rushers, it's going to be very interesting to see how we line these guys up, what we're doing with the linebackers, the linemen. You see the guys that we brought in that are versatile and don't really fit in even on the line. Milton Williams. And then Marlon Tuipulotu is more of a run stopper, so he fits what he's doing. But I'm going to really be intrigued to see what comes out. It's going to be awesome. Yep, Nick Rallis. Yeah, he sure was, man. Go ahead and check that video out. The day we signed him, always making videos, no matter if it's a coach, a player, anything, always letting you guys know who everybody is so we don't have to play the who game. It gets ridiculous. But yeah, Nick Rallis, very excited to see what he does with these young linebackers. It's going to be awesome. Jacoby Stevens talked about the fact that he talked strictly with Nick Rallis, and that's obviously very telling that he's going to be playing the linebacker position. He also, Patrick Johnson said the same. That's very telling that he's going to be playing a stand-up rush position. So he'll be behind Jannard Avery and Derek Barnett. I love it, man. Truly love it. I'm thinking he'll use some of what happened in Indy as well. Exactly. It's all about that unknown. That's what gets me excited. That's what's getting us all excited because we have no idea, but we do know it's not the same as what the hell it's been. And that's no more. Had enough. I'm good. So we're moving on. We're moving up. Nick Sirianni bringing that energy. Jalen Hurts, QB1, Devontae Smith, wide receiver 1. We got Miles Sanders. We got so many damn running backs. We're going to build a real defense. I'm very effing excited. That rookie camp's got me jumping through an effing wall. I'm going to be real with you. I can't wait. And I also can't wait to get my damn vaccine. Regardless how you feel about it, I've got effing cirrhosis of the liver, so I have to take that stuff seriously. I have to listen to doctors and scientists. Can't die here, guys. I'll be back at games. I will be back at games this year. Try to take it from me, and you will not. I will be back. So I'm getting very, very excited about this young team. It's going to be excitement all around, man. I'm excited to see them grow, and I can't wait to just watch all of the upcoming days, all of the training camps, everything. I love it, man. I live for this. This is what I live for. Some of the Numbers were also listed for some of the undrafted free agents in case you're wondering who the hell you're watching out there. So got that listed in case you are trying to figure out who the hell is who, or if you're looking for somebody. Trevon Grimes is wearing that ugly ass 47. I'm sure some receivers won't make the team, so some numbers will become available. If he makes the team, then I'm sure he'll change that. But yeah, the weird ass number rules. Now everybody's moving around. I don't even know what's happening anymore. Wow. All right, guys. That's all I got for tonight, though. Hope you enjoyed talking about Nick Sirianni's press conference and these new players that were added to the Eagles rookie camp roster. Yeah, if you guys are watching this later, you want to comment on it, please feel free to do so. But I thank you guys that did tune in. Thank you for commenting, your questions, all that stuff. I am going to get rolling out here. Oh, yeah, dude, 47. That looks pretty atrocious. Not going to be, not going to lie to you. And yeah, all of them. It just looks like trash, dude. Complete trash. I'm with you. There's some really, I said it. When they made this new rule, I hate it. I truly hate it. I do. But we'll see what happens in the end. You know it, dude. Fly Eagles fly all day. But I'm going to get rolling. I thank all of you guys for tuning in. I thank you for liking, for retweeting, subscribing, anything that you're doing to support me. I truly appreciate it. You can check me out on all these platforms here. Yeah, but it was awesome talking with you guys tonight. Hopefully you're having a great start to your weekend. Hopefully your weekend is going to be awesome. Great weather. Let's have a good one here. But I'll be back tomorrow. I have a special guest on Monday. Very excited. Yeah. So Jeff Mosher's coming on. And yeah, I'm going to make a little graphic tomorrow. I'll post the time, let you guys know what's going down Monday. But yeah, that's going to be awesome. So we're going to talk about the draft, some of the things that he's seeing, all that good stuff. But definitely check it out. It's going to be a great time. But yeah, have yourselves a great night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, go Birds!